That's right, you shit.
Grandpa Nooby reporting for duty with a test of an attachment. Back in Modern Warfare 3, we had weekly challenges and we'd get an attachment for a weapon that would significantly change the weapon. We don't have that in Black Ops 6, but what we do have is a fire mod for the Kompakt-92 SMG. The Kompakt is an absolute guacamole machine. You serve chips to the enemy with the Kompakt-92. The modification is a 3-round burst. So instead of being fully auto, you're now 3-round burst. Now, you can hold down the trigger and it will continue to fire. So you don't need to release the trigger, then pull it again. Let's see what the 3-round burst does for this weapon. Let's see what the 3-round burst does for the Kompakt-92. Right away, you can see all of the green and take a look at the statistics on the left. Headshot, the most significant, it's up 54%. So divide the 24 in half, which is roughly what it was on the plain vanilla Kompakt-92. Add 12, that would be 50%. That would put it at 36, but it's actually 37, which is why we have 54%. The other damages go up from 20 to 23, so that's pretty significant. The next thing I look at is the fire rate, and that drops significantly, and it's probably due to the burst delay, because that's where the modification is, in the burst delay. And the fire rate goes down to 735 rounds per minute versus 1,091 for the normal Kompakt as I configure it. So you go from 18 rounds per second to 12 rounds per second. So that's a 33 or roughly a third decrease in the fire rate, and that could be significant in time to kill. I'm coming out with a video a little later where I examine time to kill and why it's usually a red herring. Everybody concentrates on time to kill, but that's not the main objective when selecting a weapon. But that comes later. Back to the Kompakt-92. What are some of the other statistics? Well, you get a bit more range. 18 meters versus 16 meters. That's helpful. The recoil is almost the same, except for a significant increase with the 3-round burst on the horizontal recoil, slight increases on gun kick and vertical recoil. The hip fire is a bit better with the 3-round burst, and that can come into play. Everything else is fairly much equivalent, if not exactly equivalent, because we're using some of the same attachments on the 3-round burst Kompakt that we do on the plain vanilla Kompakt. And what are those attachments? Compensator, extended mag 3, assault grip, infiltrator stock, steady aim laser, and of course the most important being the 3-round burst. Let's look at this in the firing range and look at the recoil without holding down and compensating for it. You can see that it goes up and drifts slightly to the left. It's kind of interesting. I hit that target up there that's hidden. Now let's try aim down sight without control. It goes straight up. So strangely enough, you don't get the same recoil from the hip shot that you do aiming straight down sight, aiming down sight. Now let's control the recoil. Gack and gack. It's going to be a 3-round burst if you can get them all in the head. Otherwise, it's a 5-shot if you don't have any headshots whatsoever. One thing to keep in mind, as is often the case, you're going to be dealing with enemies that are already wounded. So the increase in damage we may find is significant. Going to try to get as many headshots as possible, because you get the 3-round headshot, it's almost an instantaneous kill. It's like a shotty. Let's take this Kompakt-92, normally an awesome death machine, and modify it, slowing down the fire rate, increasing the damage and the hip shot. Take it onto the field of honor, see if it's worth equipping, what it did for Grandpa, what it did to Grandpa's enemies. Let's go. Let's get into this. Now, I'll let you know ahead of time, I played 7 matches with this weapon to get a good feel for it. No matter what I say about how it hits, and you can see that jump shots are in style with this. I realize there's some YouTubers that say jump shots aren't efficient anymore in this game. In Black Ops 6, that slide shots are the best. You got to use them both with the 3-round burst, because you got to sweat with this thing. Because if you just stand there and you're close to somebody, they're going to take you out almost every time. They always will if they have a shotgun. But if you build angles, even when you're right next to them, if you move around, if you duck, if you sweat a little bit, jump. Now, if you get the shot on them and you're going in the head, you're going to delete them. The other place where this weapon is very strong is at medium range, coming straight on to somebody, gacking them in the head. Going for the gourd is righteous. But I was going to say, you can see I do a lot of movement, and Grandpa doesn't usually move like that, as I've said. It's not that I can't move like that, it's just I don't see the need for it most of the time. Let's see. Yeah, I bought the farm there. But what I was going to say is I played 7 games. I came at the top of the lobby in 4 of them, and 2 of them the top of my team when we won. And then 1 of them I was in the top 3. But so I could say that you've got to do a lot of movement, that you get gacked when you're one-on-one with somebody. If they have a faster time to kill and you're both are completely healthy. But the results were pretty good with this weapon. It's different. It's different from the Kompakt. With the Kompakt, you're used to running around, pulling the trigger, and watching the people melt in front of you. You can see, man, just keep it going, keep it going. And somebody from behind me got me. But I did get the guy right in front. But if I just would have stood there and shot it out with him, I would have been dead. Same in that situation. I had to keep moving. And I learned that quite early. And using this weapon, you got to be moving. Now this, it's very successful going straight on with distance between you. That's easy for me to say. But just standing there at close range, they seem to have the advantage. Let's put it that way. At least the way I play. Maybe you can do better. So the one thing about this 3-round burst, it did remind me a lot. Ooh, what are you doing? It did remind me a lot of the weekly challenges from Modern Warfare 3. The ones that were so fun that you got many times an attachment that gave you a completely different weapon. We got B clearing it off there because Grandpa still likes to win. And there is the win on that one. Gave and take, caused some people to quit. Now we're doing domination again. I did play other maps, and I was equally successful on other maps. I thought I'd just keep it simple and show you the stakeout.
Not today.
Whoa, I think I got her. Whoa. You can see that was an instantaneous 3 rounds in the head, in the gourd, and she fell. She was carrying a shotgun. We're both jumping there. But coming straight down the B, I wasn't afraid to take on ARs because this weapon's very precise, and you're naturally going kind of high coming down the B if somebody's behind the counter there, and you're going to get it as good as you give. I think that guy left a present for old Grandpa. I'm just going to continue to shoot, and he just ran out. Oh, somebody in there. A few love taps on my two. Whoa, 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 I just happened to walk past them, and you can see I stood flat-footed there, and he was able to take me out. Even just moving left to right, you have 4.1 meters per second. Aim down sight, aim walking, aim movement speed. I think that's what it is. And that is significant. Once you hit 4 meters, you're bouncing around in the other guy's eyes there. Okay, you're not going to stab my guy or meat trap him or whatever. Meat shield, that's what it is. A human meat shield. There goes Rooster Head. Is he on our team? Isn't it embarrassing to have somebody with a rooster head? Foghorn Leghorn? Actually, I think it's pretty cool. There's Kamala. Whoop. Ran out of bullets, or she would have been gone already. But notice I did have to do a little jumper there. Stay alive. You got to be evasive. 3-round burst is a lot of fun. I would recommend trying it. It's almost like having a new weapon, especially if you already have dark matter on every weapon in the game. You kind of like a change of pace every once in a while. And this one is a change of pace, believe me. Ooh, ah. Walked into that one. So do I think it's a meta weapon? The answer to that is probably no. Is it a fun weapon? Yes. Will you be successful with it? It depends. If you can move, you'll be successful. Did a lot of slide canceling, a lot of jumping, a lot of sliding. Because if I didn't, I was dead. But if I did, so you can see I even moved there, and that 4.1 meters per second is very fast. You can live. And there we go. All right. Hey, I want to hear your comments when you try this out, or if you've tried it out. As always, like and subscribe is appreciated. Helps me, helps the family. I'd like to hear from you. Cheers and peace to you.